I remember an old thriller of a movie where a man joined an organized group of criminals. When the crime was done and the spoils were supposed to be divided among them, one of them, the villain, unexpectedly pulls a fast one on everyone else, leaving them all holding an empty bag. The villain, in the end, had this to say: "Amateurs should not play games with professionals." And he made a clean escape with all the booty in hand. Amateurs indeed should not be playing games with professionals. Lambs should not gamble about with wolves. For one, wolves don't gamble aimlessly. No, they go for the kill, and they are expertly, deadly skillful at what they do, initially stalking silently their prey, and then would pounce and pursue on the hapless, clueless, gentle lamb that ends up as a pack of wolves' lunch. I must confess that at times I feel more like a lamb in the midst of wolves, in certain areas of the vast human enterprise. In a world that abounds in con artists and salespeople dead set on making a quick sale, I am more of a clueless buyer than a successful entrepreneur. I buy in and fall headfirst into a waiting trap. And I know others too, who end up buying something they realize later they really have no need for. Sometimes, I feel more like a lamb, unable to rightly and justly boast of what I can do and am capable of doing. You know, today, St. Paul tells us that it is okay at times to boast, and boast bravely. Sometimes too, I feel like a lost lamb, wandering in the prairie world of professionals who seem to know everything there is to know about the business, and I am caught up with my little pocket calculator, wondering how on earth congressmen and other politicians who receive no more than 60,000 pesos for monthly official salary can afford to live in style in the Philippines and abroad. Sometimes I feel like a lowly lamb, unable to connect with the digital natives of my times, who seem not to be afraid of pushing buttons and manipulating images, incapacitive or resistive touch screens. The young nowadays move along in techno country, oozing with confidence that we who only played with empty milk cans and useless pieces of driftwood never had. But today, as an educator, as a teacher, a preacher, and a presider at Mass, as a priest, prophet, and king, like unto Christ, the one true mediator and Savior, I am called precisely to be like a lamb and go right into the world of wolves to save at least some of them. As a humble lamb, I need to claim the glorious liberty of the children of God and boast rightly in the Lord. No, not about me, but all about Him who saved me and who is my strength, my Savior, my Lord. The world we live in is more than just a wolf's den. More often than not, I feel like an amateur moving in a world populated by professionals in every imaginable field. I am weak, I am ill-prepared, I am ignorant of so many things. But there is something that is abundant in this world of professionals, in this world of heroes and heels. The harvest is abundant, the gospel says, but the laborers are few. The Lord needs help to save this world. The Lord could use an extra pair of hands and a generous dose of heroism and zeal. I am afraid, still, shaky before the powerful and the learned, I shudder at the so many things that need to be done. But allow me today to boast, like St. Paul. Behold, I have given you the power to tread upon serpents and scorpions, and upon the full force of the enemy, and nothing will harm you. That's from the Old Testament. Yes, even the lowly lamb in the presence of ravenous wolves can have ultimate victory, and it comes not from the Lamb's innate power and strength, but from the strength of Him who has called me to be a priest in His name, in His person, on His behalf. May I never boast except in His name. And this, my dear friends, is your Kalakbay at Katoto in this week's episode of Puso sa Puso. A blessed Sunday to everybody.